Bob Hasewinkle describes the darkest hours he faced while fighting in the Battle of Okinawa during World War II. They were trying to take a ridge that held a Japanese machine gun nest.
And there was a machine gun firing at me, and the guy, two guys close to me, and I took some rocks and built a little wall, and the machine gun bullets were hitting the wall and deflecting, and I knew it wasn't going to last very long. And I looked down about 15 yards lower on the hill, on our side of the hill, and I saw American helmets sticking up. And I took a rock and threw at it, and hoping to get the guy's attention. There was no response. And I was getting, machine gun bullets were flying, and I said, I had to get out of here. So I ran down and jumped into that hole. And it turned out that the guy named Lieutenant Bell, he'd been shot in the head. He was dead. I sat on his lap. And then another guy been up there close to me. He hollered down. He says, I'm getting shot up here. He says, any room down there? And I says, not really, but it's better than what you have. So he jumped up and ran. Machine gun bullet caught him. He fell in on top of me. And this in the daytime, and then to the point anything above ground got shot. So I was sitting on that guy's lap and the body on me for 12 hours.
During that battle, he took mortar shrapnel, the $1 million wound they called it. It sent him for surgery and ultimately home. Hasewinkle also believes the first medic to get to him was Desmond Doss, the conscientious objector who served as a medic and was the subject of the movie Hacksaw Ridge.
I had pictures of him I pulled up, and I remember a guy, a dark-haired guy, kind of tall and slim, and everything just fits. And I can't prove it otherwise, but it all fits.
Hasewinkle saw the movie and said it was difficult to watch. In fact, he wasn't able to tell his own story for a long time.
Well, every day it's there, and when I first came home, I used to have dreams and not sleep and have all that. I couldn't go to a fireworks display. I'd react to the sounds.
In 1984, business sent him back to Japan, and he made a trip back to Okinawa and that same ridge. When he returned, he was able to get his story off his chest and written down, and was able to tell it to his wife, Jean, for the first time.
And that brought it all back. And when I first met Jean, she didn't know, she knew I'd been in the service, but she didn't know much about my experience.
He shared his story with us, not for himself, but for all the others who fought and died during World War II.
I don't want to make anything special out of me. I want to more focus on, there's 16 million of us served in World War II, and I think like 160,000 of us left.
And it's why Hasewinkle is our Serving Those Who Serve hero.
Well, I accept this in honor of all the others that served.
Bill Riles, WKRG News 5.